crafted by expert anglers, or build your own from scratch.
Take my what's
Choose
up back.
ingredients, set quantities, log your results. With real data from your sessions, you'll know exactly what bait to use and when. Smarter prep, bigger catches, fewer blanks. Download the Go Catch Fish app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store today.
Thing don't work. I come prepared.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you might need that down here, honestly. It's a little chilly in the basement, huh? You're full on ninja'd up.
I take it he didn't want his face seen because he knows Allie can be mean.
You are so incognito.
Nobody can see me, bro. Are we live?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I must explain my attire. I am worried that none of this is going to work, and I don't want to be embarrassed, so I'm not going to reveal my identity until all you all give us a thumbs up that everything is working, including Daniel's microphone, which we had backwards last week. But we got a new camera. It looks great, actually, I think.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
And if we could get a shout back on... Wait a minute, let me...
Yeah, you're sounding good in my ears this week. Last week I did hear a little bit of the cutting out. But yeah,
this says right here, where are we at?
We should be on the USA Card Guide YouTube. Yep, that. That live guy right there at the top. All right. Molly, Alex, Dave, Paul, will you guys let us know that our microphones are working, please?
Not mine. Mine's always perfect. Let's know if Daniel's working.
Yeah.
Dave gives a thumbs up.
Mic sound good. Video looks good too. Thank you, expert.
Alex Brandon is in the house. You gotta watch him like a hawk, bro.
Every time we say it, but you know, he is a rig smith. Every time I talk to him, he's like, "Yeah, I'm fishing. I got one chod, one Ronnie, and then one stiff hinge." Or
yeah, no, he's bro. Yeah, no, he's highly technical. So everything's working. If everything's working, I will reveal my identity.
He was scared that we weren't going to get it working this week. He didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, notifications, ring that bell, all that.
And if it wasn't for expert, we would never say that. Do you know? Do you realize
really
that?
Hey, Mac, while you're undressing, I'm going to go ahead and show our socials. So just let me know when you're going to strip.
Man. I'm going to strip right now. Knock it off. All right, I'll reveal. Mask man.
And we're back.
Hello, everybody. I'm Keith Jackson.
Every time. I'm Daniel Irish from USA Carp Guide and Bottom Feeder Baits.
I'm Kenny Mack, and if James Sanders is watching, I'm not with Bottom Feeder Baits. If he's not watching, I like him, kind of. Yeah.
Good amount of people in here. Nice little crowd. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
That's a crowd.
I don't know. You know, if we had 15 people standing right here in front of us, we'd be like, all right, everybody, back up.
You know what? That's an excellent point, Daniel-san. Okay. It's a crowd.
Oh, there's James Sanders.
This is Kenny Mack with Bottom Feeder Baits.
Yeah, seems like people, they really like what we got going on over here. Seems like they really enjoy the segment that you've created. The spouse segment. And now what is this? Our third
Yeah,
episode of the spouse
yeah, number
segment.
3. I'm excited to get here, man. I'm excited to hear some of the nitty gritties and the details. I think Molly also was kind to you. I'm hoping Allie slams the out of. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Whatever happens, happens. I do have another question for the crowd. Would you rather see Daniel's face or would you rather see the microphone shoved up his nose?
I like the
Honestly,
microphone up the nose.
I
It's
prefer
great.
what he's doing, but I changed it because somebody said something about it being in all over our face. Should it be like mine or should it be like Daniel's? Alex, what say you?
I say
Okay, as
it's
long as
fine
they
how
can
it
hear it.
is.
Oh
Oh,
my God, what the hell was what the hell was that? Your buddy's in trouble.
Yeah, that's what he knows. He's already tweaking. Alex says like Daniels. Take that.
Look, see, the older guy says like Kenny, and the younger guy say like Daniel.
Okay, so we have a dual preference. So we'll keep one how it is and the other how it is. We'll keep both of them how it is.
Actually, I think the gray hair guys rule. So, yeah, I don't care. I mean, I just
I
was.
feel like I could talk more directly into it like this. You know what I mean? Like it's boom right here. I feel like this is the best quality of talking.
I totally disagree. Can you guys hear me just talking just like this? Can you? Yes. I think Daniel, it's his ego, bro, because his ego's like
Uh-huh.
this big.
It
No,
has to be my way or the highway
no, it's not.
with everything.
Um, so let's give a few shout outs real quick. I want to give a shout out to Ben's Tackle Shack and Daniel Kenny and Dave and them boys over there, which Dave is coming up with his wife very soon. I look forward to that.
Yeah, they got
And
us wearing matching hats. Can you believe that?
oh yeah, got my hats all messed up. And also, I'm going to give a shout out to Gary Bartlett and Dropback. He is one of my favorite peoples.
Yeah, we would have your pop-ups on the table if Kenny brings them to me.
Man, I'm just not going to, am I? Dag on it. I'm just not going to. Okay, let's talk about West Coast bait boats. And shout out to Nick Rusi and West Coast Bait Boats. And what's up, Adrian? Adrian Kelso is in the house.
Shout out Bottom Feeder Baits as well.
Who? We're starting to get around, Bottom Feeder. Yeah, we're starting to take some orders, which makes me very happy. We sent some to Illinois and Connecticut and Massachusetts and New York. I am looking forward to that thing spreading. Hello, Brian.
Yeah, if you James Sanders or Kenny Mac, we'll try to get some to you. And if you have a bait shop local to you, that's even better because we could try to work with them and actually get a full stock into their bait shop, and that's going to be the best way to get it to you guys. So, if you're close to a bait shop, let us know. We'll work with them. We'll get it close to you. Get you some, your friends some. Get everybody your PBs.
Yeah, and I just want to take this time while we're shouting out to give a shout out to Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut, and tell you how much I appreciate.
Not for use
you.
under the
I
age of
don't know.
21 in most states.
What do you say?
He said like age 21 or something in most states.
No, Alex, close your eyes.
Yeah. You can see we do got a plethora of hook baits and glugs and flavors and everything like that. I just wanted to show everybody that I really do use everything. I've got all kinds of yellows, pinks, oranges, all kinds of pineapples, and I just want to show you guys I really do use everything. Lastly, we do have this little carp care right here. Be sure to, practice safe carp care with your nets, slings, cradles, mats, and antibacterial spray, everything like that. Before we get on,
when you guys go to use that, make sure you dab it dry before you apply it and allow it to soak into the skin. Yeah.
That's a very, very good point.
Sorry, Daniel.
No, you're good. That's a very good point, Austin. When I first started using it, Austin was really good about slowing me down and stopping me before I just, spray. He's like, we got to dry it to soak in, like you're saying. So,
well, I mean, you're the one that taught me.
Because Austin taught me.
Yeah. I and then I went and read about it because I thought she was being a dick. You were correct. So,
you guys want to go ahead and show the wife lineup for the next coming weeks?
After we finish that last sentence, then yeah. Can they hear him talk? I'm sorry.
That's my bad. No, good catch.
That is our producer. Hey, I'm just glad that it's not on our end.
How about now?
That's my fault.
Sounds good. Okay, like I was saying, this is a very, I'll fast forward that. It's a very special episode. Austin and Allie were there for the very beginning of when I started carp fishing, when I was trying to learn everything. So I've seen Allie, she's been on our sessions with us. She has her own rods. She gets her own bait out. She works her own swims. So this is going to be a lot of fun, I think.
I just want to make fun of Austin. I just do. And Allie's an absolute peach. And just let me know when we're ready.
You're good to go.
Hi, Allie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I am blessed. Daniel is still a turd.
Always will be.
Always will be.
Hey, that's true.
He is, in fact, a rooster turd, though. So he's kind of easy to look at. Better than a pile of crap. So here we are.
Here we go.
We've been looking forward to this, and we're going to talk about stinky socks and all kinds of things. The first thing I want to ask is, how did you guys meet, and how long have you been together, and are you boyfriend, girlfriend? Are you married? Let's talk about that.
So Austin and I met online. We've been together for 4.5 years and married for a little over a year. It was a year in September.
Awesome.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, I just so happened to be at that wedding.
Yes.
So I was just acting like a good podcaster, like I didn't know nothing, but I do know.
Yeah, you, if I remember correctly, you had something on your head.
No, I never would act goofy in public.
You had, like, the,
it's funny for us to look back at some of our wedding pictures, and then there's just Kenny with the thing around his head.
What?
I know. Molly was like, she literally told me, she's like, hey, you gotta tell him to get that off his head. And I literally told her, I said, you gotta let him be him.
That's not good. You just gotta. You just gotta let it go, Molly. You
Yeah.
do. 'Cause I tell you, honestly, it gets worse. I'm spiteful and vindictive and all that good stuff. Um, Daniel, your turn.
Yeah. So I know that you guys have definitely been together, for a minute. So have you guys always been carp fishing together? That's gonna be my question. I have to stop myself because I know too much of the story.
Well, here's the thing. Was he already carping when you guys got together?
No, so when we first got together, we were doing a lot of catfishing.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, we went to a couple places over in Ohio, stayed all night, catfished all night. Um, it was probably a couple months after we got together is when he really started to get into carping more.
Yeah.
But we had some fun times catfishing for sure before we
Good.
started
Well,
carping.
that is a good way to take a peek at his intellect because this one is sharp as a tack. This one's smart, and so interacting with him in a new venture, you get to see his intellect shine.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I respect his brain a whole bunch. So that answers the next question that you do go and you do fish with him.
Yes.
What was the best experience? Like, catfishing or carp? What was your best time on the bank?
Probably when me, Austin, and Daniel spent 3 days out down at Dale Hollow.
Yeah,
It's almost 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and
can't believe it.
it was very fun for me because I know how much they enjoyed carp fishing, but that just really showed it a lot more.
yeah,
Uh, but we got a little tired of each other after being together for 3 days with no escape. But that was probably my best memory. I caught
yeah.
my
Well,
PB there.
there's some fatigue involved, isn't there? Yeah. So yeah, all the nicey goes out the window when you're waking up at all hours of the night, running out to grab a run.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what, when I first met Daniel and Austin, I really liked him. But then after 6 or 7 hours, I couldn't stand either one of
Yeah.
them. And so I do understand your feelings there. But no, honestly, it's a lot of work, man. It's a
It
lot of
was.
work and it's tiring. And the dedication these two knuckleheads have, you know, I can understand that tempers would flare fairly quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, Allie saved me. I got heat stroke out there and pretty much didn't know what to do, and she, helped me out with all that. And she was also battling like poison ivy or something like that, wasn't it?
Yes, he had
Yeah,
poison
I had
ivy
it
all over her.
Yeah,
all
and
over. It
she
was awful.
What
and
an
you still
absolute
didn't
trooper.
stop. You were still out there,
Yeah.
putting your rods out, trying to find the fish and then getting on the fish. And when you were on them, you kept catching them. You didn't quit, kept putting the rods out there. And I honestly hadn't seen perseverance like that from anybody yet in the carp world. So you were kind of the first. I was like, dang man, like she's kind of down for the count. She's still
Yeah,
putting the
yeah,
rods out.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what we're doing. Okay.
yes. Even my wife said something about. She said that girl's tough, isn't she? I said, yep. Yeah, you damn gotta be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what was the best memories of that trip? What was the best parts of that trip? Like, what'd you guys eat?
Well, I was pretty much in charge of the food that trip. Really, it was just for me and Austin because Daniel really doesn't eat that much.
Nope.
So it
Yeah,
was,
especially back then, it was.
yeah, we did a lot of just pasta over the fire and hot dogs and brats and just a lot of canned food stuff. But overall, it was good. All good food. Austin's a good cook, so
Yeah,
he
he
could
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
whip
is.
anything together, and it always ends up being good.
Well, okay. We went through all that. What's the worst, Allie? Give me the nitty gritty. What's that time when you just wanted to slap the shit out of Daniel and punch Austin right in the nose?
Oh,
So it was, I think, earlier this year. Me and Daniel and Austin went out to the estate lake, and we trekked all the way around to the opposite side of where we normally fish. And it was cold and rainy. And, I just kept sitting there and noticing, well, here comes the water. It's getting a little higher and higher and higher. Yeah, that we almost got flooded out and almost got stranded on the other side of the lake. Because these two yahoos wanted to go out fishing, and I just decided to tag along. And luckily, Austin was nice enough to give me his waders, so I used the waders to walk all the way back around. But that was probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah, you got to be careful following that boy around.
I will say,
Oh,
we did
yeah.
catch fish.
Look, that's all he cares about. That's all Daniel cares about.
We did catch fish.
Wait. We caught fish.
Yeah, you did catch a
We caught
fish.
fish.
We caught fish and we're alive.
Yeah, that's what matters. We caught fish. We're alive.
Yep. It's okay, Allie. It's okay, Allie. It's okay, Allie. We
Yeah.
caught fish.
Right. I'm glad that the worst time involves catching a fish still. That's cool.
Here we go.
But they're lucky I was there, so that way I could,
Oh, yeah.
I've become the photographer for these two. I've been learning my new tricks and stuff to just try to get the best angle that I can and for the fish and for them. So I've become quite the photographer the last couple of years.
That seems like common ground for carpers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of carpers that turned into photographers because of that, because they want that, perfect shot and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah.
What would you change, Allie? What is it that you would change about this whole mess of things?
All the amount of stuff that he has accumulated and or bought over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot. Daniel, I should turn this camera around.
It's a normal amount. Tiny house.
It's normal for us for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've unfortunately flooded the entire basement. I got stuff on the walls. I got waders hanging up. I got bags on the floor. I got stuff under this bed. I got stuff on the bed. Yeah, we have too much stuff.
This dude's got wave slings on the wall.
Yeah, I do have wave slings on the wall. It is what it is. But half the stuff has come from Austin, so it's a double whammy. You get some of the stuff out, and I get some of the stuff in.
But then he goes around and buys new stuff that he gives you.
Yeah, he does do that, doesn't he?
I never do that.
We got some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know one thing's for sure, and I know Austin shares this with me. We're never going to let Daniel be without. Not only be without, but to have the shit. He's gonna have the nicest in the business.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm very thankful for is you guys. You've taken me in as one of your own, and anything that I would need. I've had Austin throw me his whole bag of pop-ups and literally tell me, "Don't open your bag. You're using mine today," or stuff like that. It's so silly to me, and I'm just so appreciative. Thank you guys very much. Speaking of hook baits and stuff like that, we have been asking, do you know what a boilie is? I know you know what a boilie is, so I would like to ask, what is your least favorite smell of the boilies?
It honestly would probably have to be squid.
Yeah.
That's pretty awful.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Austin, one of his go-to flavors is the squid too. Huh? Yeah, that's my fault.
Yeah, it ain't allowed on the boat. I mean, it is, but they leave the cap open and then they'll leave it in the living room. It's like, you guys do know we're living in here.
Yeah, I do now.
Yeah.
What is his pre-fishing ritual? Is there something that the night before, the morning of, that he's got to do?
It's always making bait. They'll go and buy oats and corn and Jello and make 3, 4, 5-gallon buckets of bait, depending on how long he's going. There's been nights where I've been, open up cans of corn and he's, doing oats and we're just going and tag teaming the bait, man.
And do you let him do that in the house? Yeah.
It has been done in the house, but then he has to go and clean up his mess,
Yeah.
sweep up all the oats on the floor that he usually tends to spill. But yeah, I've been in charge of, boiling tiger nuts and most of that stuff. So I
Yeah,
unfortunately let him do it in the house.
yeah, you've been real hands-on. If I'm not mistaken, then you've purged the water for corn for tournaments and stuff like that. So yeah, for people that don't know, Allie is in it. Like she is right there with us. She is a carper, everybody.
Yeah, she's the opposite of my wife. If I asked her to boil tiger nuts, she would say, "If you don't get that crap out of my kitchen, I'm gonna boil your nuts."
Yeah, Molly's like, "You're lucky I let you even do that in here. I'm not doing any part
Mama
of
ain't having it. Not in the house.
We know Austin. If you haven't talked to Austin, every conversation with him is grandiose. It's very uh yeah, that's the best way to say it. It's very he's very in your face.
That's it.
So what is the fishing story that you've heard 47,000 times from Austin?
Well, it goes back to our Dale Hollow trip where you caught your big 35-pound mirror.
Yeah.
That one's usually his go-to story to tell. Or the night that he caught one of his original PBs out here at Summit Lake and just northeast of us where we're at. And, oh yeah, here it is. This was this night.
Yeah.
It was cold. I had just had ACL surgery and I was recovering, and he needed me to come out and take pictures for him. And I hadn't drove since I had my surgery. So I had to get out, drive, then I had to trek, a half a mile back to get to where he was out in the pitch black just to take a picture to turn around and go home.
3/4 the new half.
Yeah, that's him.
That is, man.
Oh yeah.
I've said it before, but I really am glad that he has a partner like you, because if he had anybody else, man,
boy.
Because who else would do that?
Not
just
me.
like ACL surgery, right? You haven't drove, and I know he's fine when he called you. So at first, you're like, "Is everything okay?" And then he's like,
Yeah.
I got her.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And a great picture you took, Allie. That's a great picture.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Was that the beginning of you deciding that you wanted to be real good at it right there, or had you already been practicing, or did those early days spark that photography interest?
I definitely got, used to doing it in the beginning, but there towards the last year or so, maybe I got more of using different kind of modes and stuff. And most of these pictures are from my phone or Austin's phone. So I'm just able to change to use a portrait mode or different kind of colors of stuff, just to make them appear, just to have the perfect picture.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I was really, fascinated by when we were our first trip in Dale Hollow, is you were kind of showing me, the contrast and the brightness and I think like saturation and things like that, and the things that you were able to do with, a base iPhone was, blowing me away. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, I've often commented on her photos. Hey, if you'll excuse me just a minute, Brian Rand said Daniel's mic is cutting out like last week's. Kenny's is fine. It might be that he's got it shoved up his nose. I'm not real sure. Can you guys hear me just fine then? Yeah? And mine's 7 feet away.
Right, maybe I'll
It's working.
maybe I'll
It's good.
change my angle then.
But I'll put my mask back on, man, if we can't get this thing right this week.
I was saying maybe it's not plugged in all the way. It should be. Everybody earlier said that everything was working. And my tests that I've done have worked, and maybe it's Brian. Have we thought about that?
Are you attacking our viewers?
I'm gonna start.
I'm in.
If this doesn't work out, I think I might start, honestly.
So what is something, we talked about, I talked about, how thankful I am that he has a partner like you, that does put up with his craziness, that is willing to get out there with him, willing to, uh, ride the horse with him, if you will, because I know once he gets going, yeah, there's no stopping him. Yeah, you just
Nope.
got to ride it out and we got to hang on.
Amen.
So I
Yeah.
appreciate that, and so what is, the biggest thing that you admire about his fishing, or, about something that he's picked up through fishing?
He is very passionate about it, but he also loves to teach. I love seeing him reaching out to little kids or, just teaching anybody that he can about carp fishing and the joys that it brings him and, all these different things. But I really do enjoy seeing him with the little kids, just trying to get them into,
Yeah.
carping and, showing them all the ropes and stuff. So it's been fun to watch in the last couple of years really expand, his knowledge of carping and then expressing that and giving that on to other people.
Yeah, and he's really, helped me come out of my shell with that. He was one of the first people that I saw actually stop people and be like, "Oh yeah, here, come here. Let me show you my rods, let me show you my alarms, let me show you how this stuff works." He actually did it with me. He met me off Facebook and came out and said, "Here, let me show you my rods, let me show you how
Yeah.
this stuff works." And to me at the time, that's unheard of. You're telling somebody, "Come here, come look at my stuff."
Yeah.
Because where I come from, if somebody's checking out your stuff, that probably means that they're going to take it.
Mm,
Yeah, guys, I don't think I was speaking directly into the mic. I think Kenny Mac was correct. I think this is the better way to have the mic.
imagine
I
that.
think you're right. Sounds better now. Yep.
Yep. Sounds
All
a lot
right.
better now.
I put up the white flag, Brian. I surrender. You were right.
He says that 37 times a week.
At least he admits it.
That's one of my favorite things about him as well, Allie, is he's he can rub a fella wrong. Austin is abrasive and to the extreme point. But if you are blind to that, meaning this, if once you get to know him and you love him like we all do, you can't see that stuff. It's not even there. What we do see is a passionate man that still has a bunch of little boy in him.
Mhm.
And then that
For
is
sure.
what that's the goal for everyone. I think that's the human goal, is to not ever let go of that kid, and he's done a great job with that, and does a great job with passing his craft on.
Yep.
Yeah, I second that. What you say about he still has a lot of that kid, a lot of that adventure, and he actually brought a lot of that out of me. Watching him climb trees, watching him truck through the woods, watching him make his own swims. I'm like, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go swimming in the White River.
Swimming in the White River. It when we go on sessions, it literally feels just like two boys going out playing in the woods again, making a fort with your buddy. And I think that's the feeling that we're all chasing.
Yeah, it is. And when, forgive me, brother, but when that Bigfoot come out and he was putting out all those videos, and that dude was running around the woods talking about booger sugar, to me, that was Austin Jones. That was Austin Jones without the booger sugar. He don't need that booger sugar.
No, he does not. I promise. He's going.
And he has proved that to me time and time again. As I said about the lake record that Daniel kicked back into the water, Austin would have peeled my deck back to keep that fish from going into the water, so it's amazing to see him work sometimes. And about the White River he's speaking of, I was there on that venture, come down to visit the boys, and they were in a tournament. Daniel hooks up, and we watch it kite into a pile of brush.
Correction.
And we're all staring at the
A log jam.
Daniel and I are staring at the.
That's right.
the
Daniel
log
and you
jam.
are staring.
And about the time we said, well, why don't we heard splash and looked down, and Austin was already freestyling towards the bush.
He's already Michael Phelps.
Yeah. And then he goes under. He's under for like an hour and a half. And he comes back out and he's like, you're wrapped 3 times to the left. You're going to have to do this, that, and the third. I've got the fish in my hand, but I've got to let it go. It's a foul hook now. I'm not exaggerating. And there he goes.
We're like, all right, yeah. He's like, I can get it, but I can't. I'm gonna have to go back down and do all this. And we're like, it's all right, it's all right. And he's like, I think it's a catfish or something like that. And we're like, yeah, we don't need you drowning in the White River for a catfish. I promise. But he did. He went down there. He came back up and he gave us a game plan. He knew exactly what was going on. Kenny Mac's right. It's not the first time he's done that.
Nope.
And I thought it was crazy the first time I saw it. He gets hung up and he's like, all right, I need you to hold pressure. Do not let this pressure go. And I'm like, all right. And then I'm literally the first time he's doing it, I'm looking at the rod, and I'm like looking at the reel. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a nice carp reel. This is what a carp reel looks like. It's splash. Just like you say it, splash. And I'm like, whoa. And he's like, keep it tight, keep it tight. And he's down there fighting. And I can feel him pulling and unwinding. And man, this one thing about Austin Jones, no quit in him.
Full bore. Full bore. And along those lines, let's ask this question. On the scale of 1 to please stop your shit, how obsessed is the man when it comes to fishing?
Well, there for a couple of years, it was definitely a please stop. When he used to work his pipeline job and he'd be gone all week, and then he'd come home on the weekends and he'd be packing up the truck and he'd be going and spending all weekend out fishing somewhere.
Yeah.
And then by the time he got back home, it'd be time for him to pack his bag and head back out to wherever he was going. But he's kind of taken a step back the last couple of months, and it's been nice to have him home more. But I'm ready to see him get back out there and get back at it.
Yeah. We're gonna be sure of that.
I agree. I knew he needed his time, and I knew that you guys, needed your time to, come together as a married couple and things like that. Get your guys' lives, going and things like that. So I was actually, pretty excited when he did tell me, hey man, I can't fish as much, this, that, and the other. So I was excited for him, but hearing you say, he's gonna get back out there, that I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about that. I've been telling everybody, that I've been fishing with. I'm sure they're tired of hearing me talk about Austin Jones, because every time I'm like, man, if Austin was here, or, Austin would have done this, or I learned this from Austin. They're probably like, dude, shut up about Austin.
Well, DJ, I tell you this. We're going to have a new vehicle to transport our stuff with, and it's going to be a heck of a springtime return.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you've been having fun. I've been seeing the videos that you've been doing. You've been killing it out there. And like Kenny was saying earlier, any new thing that you pick up extremely fast, and you shoot up to the top 1% of whatever you're doing.
This is an annoying point. Hey, let's take some questions from the audience. We got, oh my God, there's 427,000 viewers. Out of all you 427,000 viewers, what would you like to ask Mrs. Jones?
Yeah.
Low.
All right. As they are thinking of their questions, typing out their questions, if Austin had a carp fisherman superpower, what do you think that superpower would be?
He's very good at, locating where they're at. He looks for, landmarks. He looks for, fallen trees. He looks for all the things, and he's very usually spot on. If he could pick out a spot, even if he's looking on a map, trying to, spot out where he's going to be going, he could be like, this looks like a good area. This is what I'm going to try. And he usually is just spot on and picking those areas.
Yeah, he he was one of the first people, I come from the bass background, so we do check out the maps, but it's more of a, go out there and throw some lures at it type thing. He was one of the people that, he was like, it matters where you're fishing. We're going to set up. It matters where you're fishing. We got to find the fish. So, he was one of those people teaching me about that. I agree. He's pretty good about that.
Jody wants to know, how often do you fish with Austin?
Well, it's been quite some time since I've been out fishing. But there for a while, I would just go out almost every weekend with him. There'd be nights where, he'd be staying out all night, but I'd have to come home and take care of the dogs or something. But I'd turn right back around in the morning and head back out to wherever they were at and put my rods in. And
Breakfast.
yeah, I know, usually bring breakfast and energy drinks. That was
Of course you did.
the
Yeah,
usual.
I hope my wife is watching.
I hope Molly's up there watching.
Yeah, you guys, you hear what Allie said?
You hear that? You better be watching.
Daniel's going to die tonight.
Yeah, she's gonna give me for that one.
That wasn't smart at all.
Well, she is gonna give me for that one.
She knows where he'd sleep.
But yeah, Allie would. She'd fish all the way, dark up until 11:30 midnight, and then drive like an hour and a half home. Go let the dogs out, do all the stuff she needed to do. Get like maybe an hour or two of sleep, and then come back. Drive another hour and a half. Bring us breakfast. Ask Austin, no, what do you guys want for breakfast? All that stuff. So I mean,
Well, let's be honest. How are you going to be with Austin Jones and not be that?
true.
I mean, you have to match that energy, yeah?
And that's
And there's you better be that, I think, or you're going to kill him. Yeah.
yeah.
Another question from the viewers is, does Austin use bottom feeder baits? Be honest.
I don't believe so.
He does when I bring it.
Homemade or no way?
Yeah, he likes to use straight from the grocery store. And then I
Yeah.
was the one, always bringing the, hey bro, I got the addiction blend, or I got some crack
Uh-huh.
cocaine, and he was always like, yeah, I got my oats. This is what I got. And we rib each other a little bit, but I use his mix, he uses my mix.
It depends on what's hidden.
Yep. You gotta be able to make pivots.
Fair. I appreciate the honesty. Brian wants to know, Allie, what is your PB?
Will you grab it?
I can grab it.
What is it? 27? Caught it when we were down in Dale Hollow. This was our picture.
Having me as a behemoth beside it. Small.
Man,
That's an awesome picture.
photo creds, I got to take that.
How come our producer don't have pop-up pictures like that we could just...
Because I got props.
Let's just move on.
I
Let's
got
just move on.
He's like Carrot Top.
That's funny. I went and seen Carrot Top twice, and that's exactly what he does right there.
Really?
I think my favorite picture, though, from our trip to
I can pull this one up.
Dale Hollow was the picture of him and Daniel with their big hair,
Yeah,
bushy hair,
yeah.
and they're in the
Yeah.
water. That was probably my favorite picture that I've ever taken.
Thank you. That picture holds, a very special place in my heart. Not only do we have, matching hair, somehow we're wearing matching shirts and shorts, which we didn't coordinate. And then we're both just in the water. That morning, we caught about 12 fish, I think, between the three of us in like 2.5 hours. And we had a group of bass anglers come up on the point, and they just stopped their boat. They were just watching. We were running out there in the middle of the water, netting them. And they're like, how big is that one? We're holding them up. I think that's actually, if it's that picture that Austin is holding the fish up, I think that's where it comes from. We were showing them, and then Allie's like, turn around, let's get a picture. And we turned around, and that's the origins of that picture. So just such
Good
a great
times.
time. Yeah, just, man, makes my heart full. I'm glad that that's one of your favorite times, because when people ask me, that's truly one of my favorite sessions that I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
I was fishing about 6.5 miles away from them nautically, and I can hear them scream.
We were loud.
Yeah.
Loud. Plus, we're at Del Hollow, so it echoes, yeah?
Mhm.
I knew when they caught fish.
Yeah, we're having fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, we
All
had a
right.
generator, and so we had a huge like speakers. We were playing music. We were just kind of just having a real. It was a really good time. Really.
Yeah. You guys played that same song over and over like you did at Del Hollow?
Yeah.
No, see, he thinks all of our drum and bass and EDM music is the same song over and over.
Oh.
Okay,
Pretty
you agree with
close. They all sound similar.
No, it doesn't.
It's the same song. Yeah. I would do the same dance to every single one of them.
okay, I can feel that. I agree with that.
What's that dude smell like when he comes home? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Is he be
Well, if he's been out for a couple of days,
Yeah.
I told him he can't touch me until he goes and showers.
No, I get it. We all get
Well,
to stinking good.
I would like to know him specifically because he's a special case. We talked about, he thinks, he's part turtle or dolphin or whatever. He's amphibious. When he gets home, does he smell more like the lake or more like his bait?
More like the lake, but it also depends on what kind of bait he was using that day.
That's fair.
He'd come home and his hands would be stained from whatever color or
Yeah.
coloring or whatever flavor he was using for that day. But mostly it's lake water because at some point he's going to find his way into the water.
Yep. Without question. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that he and I teamed up because Austin's willingness to jump into the water and my hard-headedness
Inability
fishing
to
close to the
swim.
snags. Yeah. What is something that you secretly admire, about his session? And if you want him to leave the room and close his ears so that he doesn't get a big head about it, we can have him do that. But what's something that you're like, man, I'm glad that he does that.
Yeah, it's definitely, in the 4.5 years we've been together, he's completely changed from when we met. And carp fishing has definitely helped him in a lot of ways. Become a better person, be more proud of himself.
Yeah.
And it's been really, a fun couple of years to watch him grow.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that answer. I too have been in the audience and watched him grow in ways that in the beginning it might not have been possible, without him surrounding himself with the good people he has around him. Daniel was an excellent addition to his life without question.
For sure.
It's as were you, so like I said, Austin can be abrasive. Yeah, let's call a spade. But nobody has a bigger heart. Nobody's more generous. Nobody's more willing to help. Nobody's more willing to be there and get it done than Austin Jones.
Yeah.
No question about it. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll tell you your shirt looks dumb and then offer you the one that he's wearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, why do you want me to change my shirt? Well, yours looks stupid.
Right.
That's awesome. And you just got.
And then you take yours off, and he's like, "Oh, you want to wear mine? You look cold over there."
Yeah. That's him.
Oh,
that's good because that is him.
Yeah. I love him to death.
All right, what else we got? Any more questions
any
in
more
the
questions?
live chat for Allie Jones? It's funny because I seem to come home smelling like carp, unlike Daniel and Austin.
Yeah, I know. I was a little upset that I didn't get the. He smells like fish when he comes home.
Yeah.
Because I bathe in the lake.
That's true. You bathe in the lake, but I don't. That's why I was kind of upset. I felt slighted.
Yeah, funny story about Daniel and that lake. So I dropped my poles down into the water for the 327th time, but they're straight down, so I always recover them. But Daniel starts. I can't get them hooked, so I'm trying to hook it. Can't get it hooked. Get one of them, and there's another one down there. And I noticed Daniel peeling off his clothes,
pulling an Austin Jones,
and I think to myself, what is he doing? Then I think to myself, well, he's going to find out. And so I said nothing. And I watched Kerry Wright do this. And Kerry Wright, in my opinion, is the toughest man to walk the face of the earth. He is a lot like Austin. And so I know I don't belong in that water. I know I can't take that cold. I know I'm not doing it. I don't care what's down there. You could take my daggone Mechanica and throw it in the water, and that's where it'll stay. I'm not going down there after it. So Daniel's peeling his stuff off, right? And he looks at me. I give him like a nod of approval. Go ahead. And he jumps in, and he's in there for about, I don't know, less than a millisecond. And he tries to dive down, and he goes down about, I don't know, 18 inches.
Yeah, not far at all. Not far at all. Not even close.
He comes back up, and he's got this death look at me. He said, I can't see. I can't feel nothing. I can't do nothing. I said, I know. I know. Get your butt out there. Don't ever do that again. And the reason why is you don't know. Like, put yourself in the position where you're sitting at home and you're scrolling through videos and you see somebody out in the ocean and they say, no, it's freezing water. And you're like, oh, yeah, it's freezing water. But you don't know. You can't feel that. That's a next level code. And until you experience it, you can't relate. I promise you.
It takes your breath
And
away.
so it takes your breath away. It will stop your heart.
Exhale or inhale.
You're in trouble. And so I really wanted him to feel that in like 45-degree water instead of him trying to do it in 35-degree water.
Which I would do.
Go ahead, learn something, Daniel. And by God, he did.
Well, that's the only reason that I did it. In my head, I was thinking, okay, if I'm ever going to jump in, now's a pretty good time to jump in. It's pretty warm, sun's out, rods are right there below us, we thought. And so I'm going to give it a shot right here.
And he did. Hey, God loved the effort. God loved you. And he was doing it purely for me. So, I'm not making fun of him. God love you. But I wanted that experience under his belt. I wanted him to know. In case we're in the middle of the bush and we got a fish on that gets snagged and he decides he wants to be Austin Jones and jump in the water without saying nothing to nobody. I bet he don't. Don't do that.
Not everybody can be me.
No. Don't do that. And not everybody can be Kerry. I don't see how Kerry dropped his phone. The water temperature was like, I don't know what, Del Hollow don't freeze, but man, it gets like close to it. Kerry dropped his phone and this dude dives down, can't see, comes back. He's down there for like 15, 20 seconds, comes back up, gets out of the water and jumps his ass back in there.
Yeah.
He got his phone. I'll give it to him. He got the damn phone.
He's got more than me. I can
But
only do
man,
one.
that I tell you what, I'm just going to say it. He's my brother, but that's stupid. I'm sorry. Going in there the first time, oh, okay. The second time, yeah, you nuts, bro. You're nuts. And he comes out and like I was legitimately concerned about him being able to get out of the water. When he come back at the second time, his lips were completely purple, completely, and the skin was like a chalky, milky white. And so I'm staring at this dude, and I'm on high alert. Ain't nobody dying on my watch. I will become Austin Jones. I will become Kerry Wright. I ain't no joke my damn self. My boy's coming home with me. And so I'm waiting. He barely gets himself up over the last rail, and I snatch him and pull him on out of the water. He got his phone.
Yeah.
Allie, do you enjoy sleeping in the bivvies? How was that? Do you like the camping gig? Do you like being in that bivvy or?
I didn't mind it. It wasn't too bad. It only just was really bad. I remember we had one super, super rainy day on that trip to Dale Hollow and it flooded us out. That was really bad. But I don't mind it. I have a nice bed chair. It's pink. It fits well in the bivvy. But I enjoy it. I grew up camping and so it's something that I enjoy doing.
Nice.
Yeah, you bringing up that rain day just reminded me that was before I had a bed chair or anything. So I was on a sleeping bag on the ground, And then, you guys are like, it's raining. And I was like, okay. And then I go back to sleep and then I wake up and I am in a river in my bibby.
Man, that stinks.
Yeah. And so I just woke up, put cement blocks around, or some rocks around, just back to sleep. Paul Metz wants to know, do you guys have any up and coming exciting plans this year? And he also says, hashtag don't kill your dreams.
Baby.
Yeah. We're trying, but if it doesn't work, we're thinking about maybe going to Japan next year for a
Yeah?
little trip. Not maybe sometime in April.
What?
But
April.
That's weird.
why is that weird?
It's because it's
prime carpet season.
Carp season.
It's a birthday, boys.
That's when we catch a fish.
That's baseball.
So it's either going to be the last week of March or the first week of April. That's our tentative plan.
Japan carp.
Yeah, but they don't have the same season, do they?
No.
Can't.
No, but I really wanted to see the what was it? The orchids?
Cherry blossom.
The cherry blossom.
Oh yeah,
That's when they're really blooming, is at the end of March, beginning of April.
Man, if you say April one more time.
Yeah,
you're breaking up.
That's my birthday month.
Says you're breaking up.
Yeah, Paul said Paul literally said she's breaking up. We can't hear. LOL.
No, that's exciting. I'm well traveled myself, so I think that's a must, especially when you're young. Yeah. So I hope you guys get to go on that.
Yeah.
I hope we don't, because that means we didn't have a baby.
Oh,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a baby first.
Amen.
And then you know what? I don't know. Let's be real. Because that's what I do. I keep it real. Do we want a baby Jones around us? Oh my gosh,
man.
Okay. I'll do it on one condition, that he or she gets to wrestle for me.
Yeah.
That's the boss.
I would.
Maybe.
I would agree with that one.
We gotta learn how to bang. Yeah. Hey, after wrestling, life is easy. I promise. Oh, by the way, and I don't mean to switch subjects, but can I get a shout out to Blue Moon for getting first place in his tournament this weekend?
Oh, that's
shout out
awesome.
Blue Moon, first place. And after wrestling, life is absolutely a piece of cake. You don't have no walls. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that.
Yeah, shout out Blue.
Thanks, David. Yeah, big shout out to Blue Moon. I love you, boy. If you're watching, much love. Way to go. Shut up. I'll get emotional. Shut up. Papa's proud of you.
We're all proud of you. Everyone on here.
It's a family
He works
club.
hard, this kid.
The whole USA Carp Guide team, we're proud of you, brother.
Amen. He works hard. He's gonna.
It's not a team. It's family.
Amen.
Hey, yep, truly. All right.
Yeah, there's a few of them that are scared of old Blue Moon. But Blue, thing about him, he's not mean. Blue's not mean. He ain't got a mean bone in his body. He just works hard, and he gets aggressive when they
competitive.
He's competitive, but he's not mean. You're not ever going to see, Blue's the type of kid that dunk you on your ear and then help you up.
Yeah,
it's kind of like you ever seen Monster Inc., the Yeti?
Yes. He is like that.
Yeah.
Those one snow cones?
Neither are you aluminum, everybody.
Aluminum. Okay, he's got me confused.
No, he ain't like me, Paul. Yeah, you gotta get to know me a little bit better, bro.
Yeah, no. Kenny Mac will push you in the water, then when you're trying to get back up, he'll peel your fingers off the boat. Put his foot on your head as you're trying to get some air.
Yeah.
And when he's done, he'll say it's for self-development.
Yeah, you gotta get to know me a little better, Paul.
What?
I am a kind man, but I'm meaner than a damn old rattlesnake, buddy. I promise.
I will say that's kind of what Austin and I need a little bit, though. It's I feel like that's what a lot of our generation is missing. You know, we don't rib each other enough. We don't give
Yeah,
it to each other.
I tell you, and I don't want to get away from Allie and get away from the talking point, but I was thinking about you guys on the way here, and I was thinking about what we have done for each other, and it's just amazing that God put us together. And I was thinking about what you and I talked about, Daniel. You know, you had told me one day, you know, how much you want to be like me, and my response was, "That's weird, because I want to be like you." And that's just God working. You know, Austin and I have a lot of 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour talks. You know, to where and you know I can't learn nothing off him because I'm not that smart. But he definitely guides me in the right direction when it comes to all the techie stuff and all the stuff that I just don't. I don't want to learn, but you know, he opens my eyes to so many other avenues, and I just thank God that he put you boys in my path, and I can remain a coach because that's what I do, you know, and I can see, you know, I've been through a lot of youngins, I've coached a lot of kids, and you guys are no different. Like I said, I've been doing it so long that you know my wrestlers are bringing their kids to me, so
Right.
you know that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate it a whole lot. You know, I'm glad, like you're saying, you know, Lord definitely put all of us together. It's just like puzzle pieces, man. Those on the internet, you know, that just watch the show, you don't really know too much of the behind the scenes, but man, we all fit together
We do.
just perfectly.
We do.
We are coming to the end of the show, and I do want to give Allie the last little bit of the spotlight of the show. So this is where I don't want you to hold back at all. What is your number one pet peeve? Either okay, so what's your number one pet peeve of him fishing at home? And then what's your number one pet peeve? You know, like when he gets home, what's a pet peeve? And then what's your pet peeve of when you are doing a session with him?
When he gets home, he usually tends to, if he has, goes on a long trip, he'll leave his clothes in the truck for an unknown amount of time until I ask him, "Hey, where's your clothes?"
I never do that. I never do that. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm the
But
worst.
during a session, I don't know, maybe probably just I like to pick up after myself. He just likes to leave everything everywhere. And then eventually pick it up. But most of the time it's me picking it up just because I have to do it.
And me asking where it went.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of that.
funny.
for sure.
This is well, I'm gonna get a little bit personal here, but does he cross dress at home as well? That's funny, right?
She
Look,
liked it.
hey,
She
look,
liked
I
it
got
so
him
much.
red.
You
Look,
know,
face, I got him.
sometimes he does put on my leggings or my sweatpants. But
Brian Rand says, thank you very much, Allie, and I thank you on behalf of USA Card Guide. Thank you for being in our family. We do appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And isn't it
yeah,
amazing?
I'm
Go ahead.
glad to be a part of this family, and I'm glad that Austin has you guys and the whole carp community. It's definitely been a blessing for us, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm grateful that you know, you guys took me in, you know, as just somebody to fish with every weekend. Because it definitely seemed like that after that first weekend that I fished with Austin, you know, it was us three every weekend on a bank somewhere there for, you know, like 6-7 months in a row. So it was a blast. I thank you very much for you know, helping me feel included and things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick an hour goes when we're enjoying ourselves. But unfortunately, it does come to an end. Allie, we appreciate you. Austin Jones, we appreciate you. I love you both with all my heart.
Yes.
Love you too.
I'm going to pray all the way home for that baby, and
Mhm.
Thank you.
I can't wait
Yeah.
for that to come to be true. And we start teaching all over again, yeah. And this
Yeah.
is cycle. That's the cycle of life. That is it.
If it's a boy, you know, Tiger Nut Jones. And then if it's a girl,
Don't get me started on names. Cora. I mean, there's all kinds of names.
They call him Tiger Nut. His nickname is Papa. Yeah,
Oh,
I
goodness.
can get it. But one
Lord
thing,
help my child.
one thing I'm proud of, Austin, is he does listen. You stay on him about saving that money. You hear me? You
I
know,
will.
this is it's a long road, and we need to put that money up, squirrel that money up. We don't need that bait boat. We don't need this. We don't need that. What we need is to live in that big old house and drive a big old car and have all the best carpet equipment. That's what we need, and that don't come until later in life with sound investments and saving your money properly.
Yep.
Halfway there.
Yeah, well, like Kenny Mac was saying, you know, love you guys very much. Thank you very much for everything that you guys have done, and thank you, Allie, for coming on tonight. Didn't grill Austin too hard. I'm sure he appreciates
I
that.
can't wait till Jody gets on.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna get somebody that grills. I promise.
Yeah. Hey, Mama asked if Allie was pregnant. She's not, but they are going to work on it, Mom. That they're trying to get pregnant now.
Mm-hmm.
What's okay before we go? What's one roast from each of you towards Austin?
Oh, mine's easy. Go ahead, Daniel.
Oh, what? Like, what do you mean, bro? Like a scenario that we've been in, or like a pet peeve of his?
Anything, whatever you want to. Feel free to share.
Because I think, unfortunately, I think it's the same thing that you're getting with is the unorganized, believe it or not. Because Kenny Mac, as I've been on the boat, Kenny Mac has pretty much been whipping me into shape, and it's like, you need to have one station, everything needs to be organized, you need to have all your stuff together. And then when I go and do a session with Austin, you know, he's bag over here, and then we got pop-ups over here, we got bait back here, and it's just very, very I would say unorganized, but it's not unorganized to him.
It's
right?
an organized mess.
Right, because if you ask him where something is, he goes, "Oh, it's right over there." Or you ask, you know, "Where's the bait?" "Oh, bait's over there." "Where's your baiting needle?" "Baiting needle's in that bag, in the pouch, in the little thing." And it's like, bro, how do you know all this?
But he can't remember where he put stuff at home, and then he has to ask me.
Which is it's so ironic because I am terrible at home. I wish you guys could see my little office space that I have at home. It's cluttered. It looks like absolute dog mess. It's only with fishing. It's only with my shed is impeccable. Everything's in perfect spot. The houseboat's perfect. Everything's in perfect spot. So he says that about me, but I'm only like that when I'm fishing. But my roast for Austin is his uncanny knack to go from 0 to 250 miles an hour. And I mean, right now, we could be talking about something, and I'll just have an idea, or he'll have an idea. And I don't care if we're talking about, you know, stacking 5-gallon buckets on top of each other. You could talk about that, and in the next split second, Austin is saying, you know what? We can make a new Paris, you know, Eiffel Tower with this. We can do an Empire State Building. We can do it however you want. We can change colors. In fact, I got some LED lights that we need to wrap around the whole thing. I'm ordering it now, and he's on the Amazon ordering everything for this, and he's going to build the Empire State Building with buckets.
And I did.
That's Austin Jones for me.
Yeah.
I don't look back.
Nothing.
And then one last thing. I'll buy into it. Yeah. I'll buy into it. We'll start building this thing. We'll get halfway up, and he'll kick the bottom bucket, and the whole thing will come down. He's like, I don't like it. Let's redo it. Austin Jones.
Hey, but it's done right.
It is done right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But hey, listen, man. Thanks a lot, Allie, for getting on here, man. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Unfortunately, we're going to cut this thing off.
Of course, yeah.
And Mr. Producer, do what you do. I don't know how to leave.
All right. I do want to shout out to our sponsors before he ends it. Shout out USA Carp Guide. Shout out Bottom Feeder Bait. Shout out to Catch. Shout out West Coast Bait Boats. We are playing the Catch ad right there. Shout out to Ben's Tackle Shack as well. Everybody out there on the East Coast, shout out Ben's Tackle Shack. And if you or a bait shop near you would like Bottom Feeder Baits, get a hold of James Sanders, Kenny Mac, or myself, and we'll work with you, see what we can get going on.
Hey, the holiday season is sneaking up on us, and it's a great time to be happy, but it's also a great time to be sad, unfortunately. So, all you guys, including myself, I got hit with it on the way here. I was walking out the door, Mama looked at me and said, "What's up?" And I said, I don't know, man, I'm feeling that goofy stuff. And, you know, it's my mama is what it is.
Yep, I feel you. I was feeling it today as well. So.
Yeah, and it's always the holidays, always right here,
Yep,
you know, and
Thanksgiving.
it's been staying away. And then they start talking about having dinner. They start talking about Thanksgiving. And, man, here it comes. Because this was, you know, this was the time that my mama would shine, you know, and, you know, spread the most love around the world. And so if you're suffering from that crap, man, give us a ring. Shout out to somebody. You know, we just had a friend a couple weeks back decided it was too much, and he ended his life. And reach out to somebody. You mean something to somebody, and you do more harm than you do good. Reach out. I don't care who it is or what it is. You know, reach out.
Yep. Reach out to any of us
And
any way you can.
lastly, I want to give a shout out to James Sanders. Man, thank you, sir, for all you do. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'm honored to be on the same team as you. Thanks.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Okay, I got pee.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you, Austin. Thank you, Kitty Mac. Thank you, Molly and Barb, for letting us have the podcast here.
Yep. Now Daniel's gonna go upstairs and get his ass whipped by Molly because he
remember
been running his mouth to her. That was stupid.
Yeah, remember when I yelled upstairs? Yeah, I'm gonna get destroyed for that later. So
Promise.
next week we have Jody. How do you say that again?
Nope, I ain't telling you.
Kopowicz. Probably. I think that's close.
Prokopowicz.
Sorry, Dave.
Prokopowicz.
Prokopowicz.
Oh, you ain't got to put an accent on it. Prokopowicz.
All right. So yeah, we got her next week. She, I think, is going to let Dave have it. So it should be our first one that really lets somebody have it. So
she's plotting and planning. She's asking questions, and she's watching every one of these segments. And so she's going to talk about his stains in his underwear, I think. Probably. I don't know. I'm scared for Dave, and he is too. He's not very happy with me coming up with this
hacking
segment. Yeah, we're hacking his name.
All right, we are about 15 minutes past time. We're just having fun here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Like Kenny Mac said, thank you for our sponsors. If you need help, reach out to somebody. If you feel lonely, you know, especially during these holiday times. And you know, thank you very much for watching. We couldn't do this without every single one of you guys.